Invite you on a rock meditation with Wayne Johnny Alcemason from Sunamo Band, who's filming, and myself, Anthony Norman Elliott from Semanus Band. And today we'll give you the teachings about the rock. And with this rock today is going to be the rock you're going to hold in your hand. And what the rock means is that rocks have energy, can give us energy and take negative energy. And today, this rock is from the Namo River, and we're going to use this rock to help you in your life. And this water flowing by us has been flowing by for as old as the land is, and it keeps going to the ocean, evaporating, coming back to land, to the mountains and snow and rain, and back down. So we have thousands of generations of people that have bathed in this water over the time. It's been cleansed by the earth and recycled back to us. So today we're all connected by water through the oceans, rivers, and the oceans. And so we're all connected as one on the planet by water. Water is life. Water is considered, as Coast Salish, as female energy. And this is where we go to do our healing, is in female energy with the water. Because we all were born, when we were in our mom's womb, it was water that we were in. So water is very sacred. And the late Bill Seward said that you're not even to throw a rock in the water because it disrespects the water. So today we're going to use this water and show respect at the end of the meditation, putting the rock in the water. So it's taking all of your stress and all of your anxiety, all the things that you're holding, we're going to put them into this rock. So today, just put your feet on the floor and get comfortable and set them in a nice position, your back against the chair, and lean forward slightly and take a deep breath in and feel the air as it comes into your lungs and feels it. And in nature is healing. What the trees breathe out, we need. What we breathe out, the trees need. So we're a part of nature, and we need to, when we respect it, we can use it to heal us in many ways. So just breathe in and hold, breathe out, breathe in on a 3 count, hold, breathe out, and breathe in deeply through your nose, and just notice how that air feels as it travels down into your lungs and fills your lungs up, how your lungs feel. And this last breath you're breathing out, just picture it letting go of any stress you're holding inside your lungs today. Because sometimes when we have a lot of stress, we tend to hold our breath. So just let go of that out of your lungs, what you've been holding, and just push it out. And focus the top of your head. And just notice how your hair feels in your scalp. And with your rock in your left hand, just send any stress that you might be holding in your scalp and your hair, send it down to the rock in your left hand. And with your right hand, just keep it open, because you're receiving energy and you're sending energy. And we are energy. So as you move down, the thoughts you have that are very stressful, are keeping you awake or affecting you negatively at this time, just send those thoughts to the rock. And then as you move to your eyes, we hold a lot of times, we hold stress around our eyes. So anything you're holding on around your eyes that make your eyelids feel heavy, if you feel heavy, Just let that go from your eyes and send it to the rock. And then your jaw. Sometimes we clench our jaw when we're stressed. So just notice how the muscles feel in your jaw. And any tension you're holding in your jaw, release that to the rock and send it down to the rock. And just take a slow, deep breath. Now as you move down to your throat, the top of your spine, just notice how each vertebrae feels as you move down, how the muscles and the tendons and how they all feel. And anything you're holding there in your neck, any tension you're holding, just release that to the rock. And sometimes we hold a lot of stress in our shoulders. So just bring your shoulders up, squeeze, and just let your shoulders down. And let anything you're holding in your shoulders, send it to the rock. Now as we move to our lower back, or to our back, the top of our spine, as we move down vertebrae by vertebrae, just notice how all the ribs connect to your spine and how your spine feels and your vertebrae feel as you slowly move down your back. As you move towards your tailbone, just notice how each vertebrae feels. Now when you get to the bottom of your vertebrae, near your tailbone, just notice how your tailbone feels. How your bottom feels. And then move up to your arms. How your forearms feel, and your biceps feel, your biceps and triceps, your upper arm bones, your rotator cuff, the cartilage in your rotator cuff. And as it moves down towards your elbow, how all those tendons that connect to your elbow, how they feel, how the muscles feel, and then how the muscles and bones feel in your forearm that go down to your wrist, and how each bone in your hand feels, in your wrist, each finger. And just picture all the stress that's in your arms is draining into the rock. And the same is on your right hand, all the way down your arm, the same as your left. Anything you're holding in your arm, your right arm, you're just going to let it go and drain out of your arm. Now you move to your chest. Sometimes when we have a lot of stress, we breathe shallow, so it affects the muscles in the top of our chest. So just notice if there's any heaviness at the top of your chest and send that heaviness to the rock. And as you move down, just notice how your lungs are feeling. Is there anything you're holding on to? Any residues left in there? Just send anything there to the rock. And as you move down to your heart, if there's anything you're holding in your heart that's stressful, or loved ones you're worried about, or you're worried about someone's health, who's a friend or colleague or anybody, just put any of those fears that you're holding in your heart, put those fears to the rock and send them, let them go. And as you move down to your stomach, sometimes our stomach's affected with stress. So just notice how your stomach feels, your colon, all the way through is your stomach, how it feels. If there's anything you're holding on to that's shutting down your colon or affecting your colon because of stress, just release that to the rock and let that go. And your liver, your gallbladder, anything you're holding there, just let it go into the rock. Just take a deep breath and just clear out anything up to that point. And just picture that you scanned everything we just talked about to make sure you left nothing, to send it all to the rock. Then you start at your hips and picture anything that sometimes you might have a soreness, a stiffness, arthritis, or some kind of pain there, inflammation. Just send anything you might be holding on to, send it to the rock. Take a deep breath and just picture energy of this place flowing in your right hand, flowing to your hips, and sending anything that, any residues in there to the rock. And just picture your legs, your upper thigh, your upper thighs and the upper bones in your legs. Just how they feel, the tendons, the arteries, the muscle, and how they're all connected to your knees. And just picture both legs at the same time. You're scanning through both legs. And you're scanning through the muscle, the bone, the tendons, and the cartilage, starting from your hips, as you slowly scan down towards your knee, releasing anything that you might be holding on to in your legs up to that point. So just take a deep breath and just allow any of that heaviness to flow into the rock. Now to go to your knees, all the tendons, the cartilage, just notice how your knees feel right now. If there's any kind of sore or stiffness there, or you've been having problems in the morning, just let go of that and send anything that's painful to the rock. And as you move down to your shins, your calves, your bones, the cartilage, the muscle, as you scan down the lower part of your legs, just take a deep breath and just get the energy from the air to help push through the rest of your leg as it goes down and connects to your ankles. Notice how your ankles feel, the tendons, how they connect to them. If there's any soreness in your ankles, the bones in your feet. And just picture whatever is going on now, you send it up to your rock in your hand. And now that you've cleaned out everything, just picture energy flowing up your left leg from the earth as it flows up your left leg and starts to fill your body. And it comes right up your body, your whole left side, your head, and then flows down your right side, down your right arm, down your right leg, and reconnects you to the ground. And just picture all our gifts, they say, come from our right. So just hold in your hand, now that you have room to let all your gifts come forward. So you unblock them, so now you can share your gifts. Take a deep breath. And just notice how you feel sitting in this chair. Wiggle your toes. Move your shoulders. And just notice how your body feels sitting in this position right now. And just focus on what you see around you. Allow your body to come back. I'd like to thank you for sending your spirit here today to sit with Wayne and I and to help you take care of yourself. And today we're going to leave all those things. We don't need to know what they are. We're just going to put them in the water, in this rock, in a respectful way. But the late Ellen White said that our energies are connected and we can send them. And so you sent yourself here today to sit with Wayne and I, and then we sent you back. So anytime you need to come and visit us, you're welcome to come anytime. And now I'm going to put the rock in the water so we can see. Now the river is going to cleanse all those feelings that all of us carried. And the river is going to take care of it. It's going to flow out to the ocean and get cleansed and come back as rain and snow and circulate. And our land is designed for us to heal. So anytime you need to come here, you're welcome to come.